Alright, getting started now. Good morning, everybody. Today, we're going to change up from Mega Man, and we're going to go and start the Metroid series and see how many of those we can take down in this session. I'm not sure if we're going to get to Super. It'll be a very bold claim, but 2 is going to be, well, we'll talk about 2 when we get there, so let's just start with 1. Our nice and pitiful long beam, adding to the feeling of being weak, even though, you know what, starting at 30% health, that's a pretty good way to do that already, but, you know, go off, go the extra mile. But this is the only Metroid that does that. Every other Metroid game has sense to start with full health. Even 2. And normally health drops aren't usually like this plentiful. I would still normally be like, probably like 40 or so. I mean, I'm certainly not complaining. But I don't want to get anyone's expectations too high. Because there will be times, particularly for new players, when you may need to farm. And sometimes, the game's just like, no, I would rather you be deeply hurt. Also, you see how some charges are bigger than others. That one from that enemy that just took a bunch of shots gave me like 20 energy, the other one only gave me like 5. But there was absolutely no differentiation between the power-ups. What humble beginnings Metroid has. Now, the object is, we're a bounty hunter, and we're here to wipe out the Space Pirate base and Mother Brain before they misuse these things called Metroids, which are just terrible forms of life. One long-ass hallway. There's a door. Always loved the way that looked. Places like this will become popular farming spots, you know, by force. Because if you die, what happens is you restart with, you know, all of... Well, not all your junk, you get password. No, it saves all your junk. That's what the password's for. But you start at the beginning of the sector you died in. And you only start with 30 health. Just like usual. Now, that might not seem so bad because you're like, well, the game started that way. Once you start getting energy tanks, which give you an extra 100 units of life per tank, you get like 6 of those maximum. Now imagine getting walloped after losing 6 full tanks, and then you start with just 30. And now you have to refill not only your initial health, but those tanks. Farming gets old real quick in those cases. Now we gotta get some fucking power. I mean, not specifically energy tanks, but definitely some soon before I go start searching for any of the major stuff. first thing I gotta fix, now that I got missiles, which open red doors, is fix this pitiful, pitiful beam. See, these are actually the kind of enemies you want to be harvesting. If you're in the position that you need to. They'll give you power-ups worth your while. Problem is, that drop rate. Not always the most generous thing, like I said. 5 missiles. Wasteful! Give me the damn beam. There. I don't even know why I'm looking this way. Not only do I know there's nothing there, I don't even have the bombs yet, so I can't blow up any blocks if I did think there was something there. Oh, hey, missiles. Always gotta be glad to get those back, especially in the times of low missiles. Gotta get a couple more canisters. There, at least now we can open another door. Which would be very useful. You know, just kinda. We don't get any significant missile boosts until, like, we start beating bosses. Ridley and Kraid, they give you, I think, 70-ish? Something? But you get that kind of bonus added. And apart from that, you increase your missiles by picking up these canisters. As you can see, it's 5 missiles per canister. I mean, there's an energy tank laying out in the open here, I mean, anyway, so even if it's not what I need and my memory betrays me, it's still worthwhile. Hey, Pharaoh, what's up, buddy? Ah! Don't fall in the acid. I'm far too weak for that right now. Oh, come on. How could none of those shots... Okay, one. I need a bit more than one to put those out. Ah, breathing room. Nice and early. We got lots of bullshit we have to get out to before we start going to the bosses, which I'm going to do out of suggested order because that actually works better. And that's going to make more sense when I actually start pursuing them. Assuming I can stay out of the lava long enough. This is bomb, though. Yeah. Thanks, muscle memory. How about stay back? Too close. I think they're just not worth it. How long is this damn hallway? There we go. Every hallway feels long when you can't just do low attacks. And of course, you get me in the door. I knew they could do that. And I still didn't wait them out. Wait, there's not a secret in there, is there? No, I don't think so. No, not there. That only starts becoming a factor once we get to Norfair. Nope. Actually, wait. I should kill you. Oh, come on. Drop some missiles. I need to be able to open other doors as well. I have stuff to get. Your mic is coming through a little low. Oh my goodness, I forgot to put my mic into the proper position. I am so good. Oops, sorry about that. That was probably quite loud. There we go. That would likely be a whole hell of a lot better. Thanks for the tip. God knows how much longer I would have continued that way. Aw, come on, man. Give me the missiles! Now that drop rate I joked about is becoming true. See, I'm swimming in energy. That'll be something handy when you know you need to refill your energy, but that's not what you'll get when you need it. Right now, I need missiles. Much better. Yeah, it's amazing what it does when you remember to actually put the mic where it should be, instead of leaving it in its storage area. Missiles, yum. Come on, you guys are supposed to have higher drop rates. I don't actually know that for sure. It just feels that way, you know? Of course, I probably could have spotted that a bit sooner if I have my levels visible. There we are. God damn it, I don't need energy, you goose. Not yet. I know, I'll be singing a very different tune later. You know what? Maybe it would just be faster to go out and find more upgrades than worry about filling up the pitiful one that I have right now. Since all it wants to give me is energy, and there's no way to convert that into missiles. That was a bad jump. Oh! I totally thought he was going to knock me into the acid. Like a clown. Now I should get at least one more canister and then the high jump boots. I think I can get one up there. That's not missiles. I'm pretty sure that's the ice beam. I don't think I want that yet. Maybe I do. Either way, I need missiles to open the stupid door. You're either also the ice beam I'm thinking of, or you're that drop meant to trick me. Either way, I think I should get the high jump boots first, because that will make getting out of there much easier. Of course, I say that now, and watch the second I get a missile canister, I'm just going to go right there. Pretty sure, speaking of which, we can get one of those up here. Good, good. Why would you not want the ice beam? Because it's only as effective as your main beam, but it also holds enemies in place, which is, you know, fine and good. But what you really want for the first stretch of the game is the wave beam, because it's much more powerful. Sometimes frozen enemies can be a liability, although admittedly it's not that often. it is when you're using against high hit points enemies and you're not necessarily wanting to waste your missiles. There's a lot of enemies early in Norfair that are kind of spongy. The Ice Beam makes them tedious, if that's the only tool you're using to fight them. Because, you know, you only got like 5 missiles, and you still want to be able to open a door. I'm starting to think I'm wrong. Oh, look at that. There we go. Just a little delayed gratification. I think after, like, maybe one more canister, I won't even need to worry about doors too much anymore, which would be nice. Ah, there we go. I was going to do this to get another canister, and then this loops me back around to get the Ice Beam conveniently. That's what the muscle memory is telling me. I just gotta listen to it. As the map slowly reappears in my mind. Down you go. Nope, we don't need that room. We need to leave. Nope. Maybe I should have did that top part first. Oh well. Everything worked out anyway. So it's a good result, automatically. Yeah, now you're dropping missiles. Now that my friggin' thing is full. Yes, it is. Oh, good. Not the trap zone. Which you have to shoot blocks on a near... Well, it is sort of like the equivalent of a sheer wall, since there's no wall jumping in this game yet. But there's shootable blocks in, like, sections of the wall that you have to, like, shoot, jump, shoot, and it's just silly. It's not so bad if you have the high jump boots, but I don't have those yet. Yeah, don't go down the next one. I've gone down there enough times to know. Come on, block. Respawn just right. Come on, Samus, you're totally clearing that. Almost. I remember getting stuck down there for hours as a kid. Yeah, me too. This was one of the most frustrating games as a kid. I loved it, but I couldn't... It was one of the most love-hate relationships I had with the game. Like, I got it from some yard sale because it looked really cool. And when I played it, I was like, this is fucking cool. But I'd always end every session after a couple hours just infuriated because I couldn't find my damn way around, and I never felt like I was getting enough upgrades to really figure it out. But literal years later, I would start to figure it out, and then once, you know, everything was learned, it became super fun to rerun over and over again. You know, the actual arc of a Metroid game. Zelda 2 and Castlevania 2 were very similar in that they took me so many years to beat. Not Zelda 1, though. As a kid, even, I had that down to a science where I could just fart the whole thing out 100% in an evening. Can't do that with Zelda 2. Well, not yet. I have been picking it up again recently. Well, much more. Developed a deepened appreciation for it. Ooh, I want that. Hello, Pornbot. You're earlier than usual. Different name, or whatever service keeps sending you. Twitch, that's what it's called. And these are the things that I was talking about earlier. They take so many hits that really the winning play is to just blow them up. But, you know, I need missiles to open doors. Now I'm down to 6. Ah! But we're gonna change that after we're running this hallway. Now we should actually be okay. A little bit more equipped to get the high jump boots anyway. One more down this way before we have to go back upwards. Oh, God damn it, go away! Oh, man! Friggin' rippers, or whatever they're called. Wait, no, rippers are not those. That might be a Ripper Mark II. Definitely no secrets in there. It's not Super Metroid yet. Ow. Oh, really? Man, come on. Hopefully now... Oh, good. I was gonna say, hopefully now the drop rate should catch up to me. So I won't have to worry so much about the basics of opening doors. These stupid blocks. They're much worse in Kraid's hideout. Or at least they're more deviously employed there. Only 5? Come on, man. That thing's gotta at least be worth a 10. Not that you'd be able to know, because they don't differentiate the power-ups visibly yet. But I gotta say, it's a pretty pleasant surprise when you get more health than you were expecting. Or missiles. Jesus, at this rate, I'm not gonna make it to the wave. Really? Fuck, Norfair. Huh. I don't think there's any energy tanks nearby I can just grab to fix that. But I'm gonna be headed back up to Brinstar once I get these boots anyway, and I know there's one there that's accessible once I get these boots. So if I take a death, it might not even be so bad. Would you just get hit by my stupid beam? My inefficient piddly thing until I get the friggin' wave beam? Oh yeah, unfreeze him. Good. hate this fucking weapon. I hate it so much. Ah. Oh, rad. Metroid. Yes, Toil. Good to see you again. Nor fair is totally not fair. Yeah! You know what? I didn't even think about how well that works. Oh, sweet, sweet life. Just get me to the boots. After that, I don't even care if I die, because then I'll spawn at the elevator. Then I'll go fetch that errant E-tank in Brinstar. Oh, he's not making it. Boy, I hate fighting things with this stupid beam. It's not so bad in the later games when you can layer it with other beams. But it's just so weak that it's only really not so bad when you're fighting little things like this. On the other side, I suppose they don't want to make you too powerful at the start of the game. Don't worry, kids, it looks totally obvious. They will definitely find this. I love when the blocks don't load in correctly and they change colors on their palettes, without the rest of the scenery doing the same. Now we can start getting some real shit before we come down here again. I'm totally fine with their projectiles just not working for whatever reason. Totally fine with it. Oh yeah, keep that good stuff coming. I don't mind if I die, but I'd rather not. You're the way to Ridley's hideout. We don't need to go there yet. Let's get some more missiles. Decrease those worries just a little bit more. That was weird. Yeah, right? Common occurrence. I don't rightly remember if there's missiles this way. Oh, no, 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 no. That's a point of exit, not a dead end. I believe I dropped down to that after being here. I knew you'd get clear, Samus. Now we're starting to cook. Get a couple more E-tanks, I'll be rolling. Oh, get the hell away from me, sir. I thought there was something there. No, wait, yes I did. Because of that point of exit back there. It must be from someplace else. You gonna drop anything good? I'll take it. We're now officially beyond the ability to care about doors. Need to, rather. I do have a mighty need to replace this fucking beam! We'll do that on our next trip down here, but we gotta get some other gear from Brinstar first. What up? Hey, Brad, what's going on? Good to see you. Metroid! Yup, we're gonna see how many of these we can get through. And of course we'll be continuing the series afterwards. Sort of like how I've been doing Mega Man. Fine, drop me no power-ups. You cheap dick. Okay, so 30's the max. That's not bad. That's actually a really good place to be. Alright, up we go. Got to get better prepared. So Not Fair doesn't slap us around too much harder. We're gonna slap it. Oh, no. It just happened to divide evenly that way. So my max 35? Hell, it could even be 40 at this point. I haven't been keeping track. It is 35. Good, good. Woohoo! 17 life! Actually, I should go get that E-Tank. Yeah, I should get that now, assuming I don't die. Which might actually happen. Alright, fine, Ice Beam. You can have that win. That probably saved me. I'm sure even the Long Beam would have stunned them enough to let me get by, though. Beep, 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 beep. I shouldn't be so careless in my descent. Oh, don't kill me right there. That would have been awful. There we go. Stop that infernal beeping. Ah, all right. Now, instead of going to Kraid's lair, which is apparently what we're supposed to do, we're gonna go get the Varia suit. And then we're actually gonna do Ridley first. Spawn kill would have been hilarious. Yeah, it would have. And honestly, even if I was killed there, my respawn point wouldn't have been too far away. And I would have fixed the problem anyway. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, it's fucking irritating. It's funny because recently I've been replaying Transformers Fall of Cybertron. And I was marveling at how the low life mechanic in that game is simply your life bar in the corner turns like redder and redder. Instead of like your whole screen with the pulsing or the godforsaken beep, 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 beep. So there's a nice solid visual indicator. It's like, yeah, you're gonna die. But it's not so intrusive. The only one that drives me crazier is the one that's in every single Zelda. You hear it a lot when you start doing 3-heart runs on the game. Like, a lot. You really learn to hate that noise. Raffle, right? Yeah, most definitely right. Fucking Zelda. Yep, the ding ding ding. I love Zelda dearly. Well, most games, but oh boy, I hate that sound no matter the game. Those 3-heart runs. Yeah, they're brutal.
but they're so, I don't know, they feel really good to accomplish, so that's why I can't stop doing them no matter how much they enrage me. It's part of the journey. The friends we make is the anger along the way. Especially for HC runs. Yeah, exactly. God damn it! Get in the goddamn door! Varia suit should help out a lot. Yes, it will. I don't need to be as concerned about lava in that case. At the very least. Which in Norfair is a tremendous thing off of my, worries. Weight off, that's the word. Just took a bit longer to get to me. Freeze, stop, freeze, stop, freeze, stop, freeze, stop. Cannot wait to get out of that loop. I like dealing damage, not freeze, stop, freeze, stop, freeze, stop. Damage half rate. I should have just let him go. Oh, you son of a bitch! That's what I get for being impatient. Nope. All that Norfair force of habit. Ah! This is the one moment I'm like, man, how I wish I could aim down. Thankfully, that gets added real quick with 2. Now, 2 introduces quite a bit of cool stuff that became series mainstays, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. 2 comes later. We'll get to 2. Oh, man, get out of my damn way. I'm trying to roll here. Noise reminds me of the chime in the old alarm clock with the chimes. Yeah. The old grandfather stuff. Of course, you know what else is ripe with that sound is Majora's Mask. Every time there's like, you have 3 days remaining. 24 hours remain. Ba-dong! Guess what, Link? It's time for Armageddon! Yeah, keep them coming. That's so true, yeah, and it haunts you deeply. Yep, you guys stay still. Stay still while I find an effective gun. You be gone. Take too many hits. I want my goddamn wave beam. Ow. Stupid pot-a-boo thing. I'm pretty sure that takes... Nope, that's not where I thought it was going to go. Probably should have waited till I got the screw attack before coming here, but that's okay. We'll just tank a bunch of damage. Would also be helpful if I had the wave beam! Guess what I'm reaching for next. Well, to be fair, I wouldn't be able to get this without the ice beam, so I gotta give it credit for that. And I can't beat the game without it. I don't think there's anything more useful this way. No, that's just a fake area. Sometimes this power-up goes just ignored by me, because when I'm tearing back through here on my way back up and I see it, and I still have the wave beam, I'm like, no, I don't care. I don't care enough to go up for one of the two locations of the ice beam that I'm aware of, and come all the way back down here for one missile tank. So I guess it's fortuitous that I chose to do that now. What controller are you using? SNES Bluetooth? Well, NES Bluetooth, yes. Not SNES, because that's the wrong system. These controllers really were such a love letter, though. Worth buying 100%. But don't worry, when we get to Super Nintendo, I've got the proper tool to do it correctly. Oh shit, I forgot they had that. Yeah, they sell them in pairs. Wait, it is here we need to go. Yes. Yeah, because then behind the wave beam. Or no, behind this, we get the wave beam. Ice beam is your friend, you just don't know it yet. Sorta true. I mean, it's the only thing that's gonna get me through Turian, so it's gonna be my best friend there. One of my earliest memories is me rifling a SNES controller at a mirror. Oh, did you break the mirror? What game did it? It's understandable. Sometimes a game just does it. For me, it was Ghosts and Goblins. I'd never been more pissed off by a game. No, it was Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Because I actually managed to get to the end of that. And then I learned I had to do it again, and young me couldn't deal with that. I don't think I'd ever said fuck louder in my life. An even earlier memory is sliding in the Intellivision cards into the controller slot based on what was playing. Oh yeah, I love those controller overlays. Some of them look really cool too, like Haunted House. I kind of liked how the Jaguar controller sort of kept that, like with its number pad and it had overlays, and, you know, I like the way the Doom one looks, obviously, because I love Doom. It was Mario 1! Oh god! Tell me at least it was against a Bowser. Or, you know what? If it was one of those parts where the Hammer Brothers are just being obstinate dicks, I get that too, because they're a fucking menace throughout that whole game. They did. Some of the art was so badass. Absolutely. Oh, I miss old game art. I almost threw my controller through my TV the other night because of Mario 1. Yeah. You know about the menace of the Hammer Brothers. I was like 5, I think. Yeah, that tracks. Mario Bros. 1 can be frustrating at 5. 100% forgot what I just picked up. Wait, no. It's supposed to be back there, isn't it? No, I'm getting my Norfair locations crossed. Hammer Bros at 8-3 and 8-4. They are the worst. 100% the worst. The ones you start seeing in World 5 and 6 feel difficult, but they're just a taste of things to come. Awful Inferno, I feel that. Oh, it was the screw attack. That's why I'm not getting any farther by. How could I just space out on what I just picked up like that? Incredible. I think that's a new record for my short-term memory being a total failure. And yet, I remember enough of this game because it's imprinted into my bloodstream like so many others. One of these days I'll do a Mario stream or similar to this where I'm just going to start at the first game and just keep going. Wait a minute. I don't think there actually is anything this way. Yeah, because that just leads me back to the main hall where there's no missiles, I think. I know the next way to go is down here regardless. Can you take out frozen enemies with a screw attack? You absolutely can. So I guess paired with the screw attack, the ice beam can be useful. Can be, but I'd rather just have my wave beam. Right. Different place that looks exactly the same. Kind of a problem in this game. Oh, I hate this fucking part. No. See, this part sucks, because see this part that I'm looking at right now? If you fall down on that, that's it. There is literally no way out. The game traps you. You're dead. You just have to tank that. I don't know why all of your fireballs are not happening, but that's a very consistent thing. Weird. Ah, peace the fuck out, Ice Beam. We'll see you at the end of the game. Their animation's playing. I see their throats forcing one out. Maybe a glitch with the NSO version. You know what? That's actually a possibility that I didn't think of. And that's possible considering how that, you know, certain passwords and stuff don't work. It's not like there weren't changes made. Of course, the only password I know for sure doesn't work anymore is engage Ridley motherfucker. You key that in on the NSO version, it just crashes your game. But it does work on original carts. And I gotta wonder how that got into the first game in the first place. They're swallowing when they should be spitting. No. I don't go up there till you're dead. Oh yeah, we're gonna be fucking set for missiles. Yeah, there's no more this way. Just the one. Whew. No! That was foolish. Come on, respawn. The trick to these blocks is there's only so many that can be destroyed at once. You can't destroy more until the other ones respawn. See, now something like that is what I would expect from, like, their... You know, occasionally, for, well, NSO users would know that occasionally a game gets re-uploaded as, like, a special edition. And it just, you know, comes preloaded with, like, all the best shit you can get to, you know, give new players a start. The Wiener edition. Because, you know, if you're starting at the end of the game, what are you beating? But maybe it's giving that kid a taste of power that'll go, you know what? Make him go, I want to learn that. How do we do that? They'll hope. Can we really go down one more level? Oh, we can! I thought that happened in a different area. Either way, I will take the prize. Hell yes. Oh, no third? Alright, fine. I don't see a block that will go. To new players who don't understand how I'm assessing the wall that quickly, the trick to these is to remember, you see these solid, well, the big bubbly boos there, the ones that aren't like the multi-bubbles? What will blow up in this sector are the clear multi-bubbles. Large solid bubbles won't. So if you don't see any path that you could feasibly get through in a straight line without any one of those large things, there's nothing to bomb. You can leave this area. There's not quite a universal, you know, block assessment trick for every sector. It's just one that I've noticed handy for this particular one. Kraid and Ridley's hideouts definitely don't follow that rule. But where Norfair is so big, it's a handy hint. Was it here? Yeah, it was here. Wait, no. I already went that way. Got that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're done with this part, and I can go to Ridley's hideout now, actually. I got more than enough gear to waste him. Is there a way down here again? No, no. There's the solid bubbles blocking me. Yep. We are done here. Oh, hell yeah. I didn't think the screw attack could wallop them. I thought rippers needed to be iced first. Or they just would, you know, deflect me. You will take me out to the main area where I can get back out to Ridley's hideout. Now this path is much easier to get through the gamuts and the multi-violas. Those are the names of the thing I just killed. Nothing down this way, right? Oh, there is! Nope, nope, I see the solid bubbles. You're tricking me with dead ends, you bastard. I'm definitely going to have to look that up later, on why those things aren't spinning. Because this is not the special edition that, you know, they upload with the fully decked out. This is the normal as-is version. And it's entirely possible that they made that change, for probably balancing reasons. This is another dead end. Nope, wait. No solid blocks? Maybe I was wrong about where this went. Maybe I should have brought my map out. My physical map, not an in-game map. There's no in-game map for this. Metroid doesn't get in-game maps until Super, the third game. You are on your own before that. Oh, good thing I got the Varia to get this one. That is a shit ton of lava. Oh, hey, cool. God, that's so funny. 4. And now the funny part is that you can have a maximum of 6 energy tanks in this game. There are more than 6 that you can find. This is the only game where that's true, where there's more energy tanks available in your quest than the maximum you can hold. If you know where they are, you can use them for, you know, stealthy refills. Weird they didn't have a map. Zelda and Kid Icarus had maps. True, but to be fair, those maps that they packed in with those games were incomplete. They gave you the first little taste to help you through. I've never seen a multi-viola get up in there before. Unfortunately, the instruction books for this game, and I believe the second game, I know that's somewhere, just not within arm's reach, just did not include maps. Lots of thorough descriptions of power-ups, and in the case of 2, the evolution of the Metroid line, which will... And I'm not talking about the games, I'm talking about the species of creature, but again, we'll get to 2 when we get to 2 later today. Oh, I mean in-game maps. Ah... Right. Well, the in-game Zelda map was... Well, I'm talking about the overworld map in this case. It was largely a nondescript, like, gray square in the corner, so not as useful for some as it would be for those who are, like, actively looking at either the included maps or if they're cartographing it screen by screen themselves, which is an excellent experience, by the way. If you haven't played an old game like that, I recommend it. It's a great experience. There were definitely dungeon maps in 1. I don't believe in 2, though. There was... Well, the overworld didn't really need one. It was huge. And you were in it most of the time anyway. It's been a hot minute since I played Kid Icarus. I can't say I remember maps there, but I'm sure there's something like, probably... a shopkeeper provides that I'm just not thinking of. So I've only ever really beaten that game like a couple of times. Like, first on the NES, and then I think the next time I played Kid Icarus would have been the 3DS, not the remake, but the 3D release of the original, where they added like the sweet background and stuff and the stereoscopic 3D to it. Never did actually play that remake. It was recommended to me enough times, though. Not having a map function or, you know, hint of any kind in 2 is, a tremendous detriment to, you know, new players coming in cold. Because that game doesn't have the luxury of being in color. So it can be harder for some to, you know, spatially orient themselves. But let's stop talking about 2 while we're still playing 1. We'll get to 2, damn it. See, it's got 2 monster heads because it's supposed to be the second hideout. When we get to Kraid's, you'll see it only has 1 monster neck. This is that evil gap. Multi-violas everywhere. Screw you guys, I'm not doing this. You guys have all the fun in the world. Or your world. The worst music Nintendo has ever made. Oh, I don't know about that. I'm almost sure there's worse. Shit! Crap! Now I gotta go back up for it. Or do I? Because I did... You know what? No, I don't really, actually. That could be a tank I choose to miss. Oh, but I want the stuff on the other side of the door, though. I think there was a missile. Oh, I could at least see if there's one this way. Do another run when I loop back around. Because there's one near Ridley's room. That'll bring me up to 5. And there's one... Actually, I think there's like 2 more in Kraid's hideout. There's one hidden in the hideout, and then there's one hidden like right in his chamber. So even if I don't get that one, I'll have no trouble hitting maximum. Same way I'm having no trouble getting knocked back down this platform. I think I just took the long way back up to it, but you know what? I still stated my curiosity, or slaked my curiosity, rather. I got what I came for. And all that humming and hawing was just worthless. That's fine. We'll still get all the energy tanks anyway. Down we go. Now, that's where we came from, right? I think. I'm nearly positive, but now I've got myself double thought too much over, so I gotta see for myself. Yep, that is the place I came from. So we can go back. Finish our exploration. Thank fuck for the screw attack. Well, I sure hope I meant to go this way. Pulses do a lot of damage, but, you know, that's not a bad life recovery. These goddamn things. I think they're gamers. Hell yeah. You don't have one of those grossly convenient things. Ah! Hey, cool. That was definitely the reason I fell down here. Up there? No, I'm thinking of a different... God, I might even be thinking of a different Metroid. I'm probably thinking of Super. And there being a safer hallway up top that I can go through. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I'm positive that's Super. Oh god, it even could have been Zero Mission now that I'm thinking about it. Too many Metroids blurring together. Just one big series of joy. Oh, nope, there it is. I overthought it, like usual. Cool thing, if nobody noticed, if you don't grab the power-up from an enemy that spawns from a pot, That pot stops respawning enemies until you grab the power-up. Very useful if you're trying to get away from a shitload of those things at once. Or you just kind of want them to not fuck with you. Damn! You guys can take a lot of wave beam punishment. Suppose that's exactly what the screw attack is for. They certainly... Oh, 5? Guys, you should be worth at least 10. You're multi-violas. Multi! Dropping nothing now, you're just making fun of me. Oh, come on. You can make it, Samus. The console will keep up with you. We hope. Ice Beam Screw Attack is a potent combo. I have to concede that it is. No matter how much dunking I do on the Ice Beam, there's nothing that won't make that true. But, around here, the Ice Beam sucks. Because I, with the Wave Beam, can make this into the easiest fight possible. You ain't doing this with no Ice Beam. Ice Beam Advocate. Yeah, I see that. The Ice Beam needs its fans, though. It is important. Forgot how many missiles he takes, but that's largely because I don't remember the last time I actually fought him the correct or intended method with missiles. I mean, why would I? Good old purple door. Fucking 10 missiles. Not the only 10 missile door. There's a yellow one later that also takes 10 missiles, so maybe they just ran out of, you know, codes. Colors to code. Something. You could also stand next to the red door and cheese him. Yeah? But when you have this much energy tanks, it's easier. Even easier, rather. Except when one of those gets through the door with you, but that's not going to happen during Ridley's fight. Here is a great place to stay, because you get, like, your right level shot to hit him. And as long as you're facing that direction, he can't knock you into lava. So that's a nice way to play, too. Pushing the beleaguered NES to its absolute limit. Or at least the limits of the time. It's like all consoles with a long-lived lifespan. The stuff at the end makes you think, no, that's a different generation of hardware. Compare a game like this, which came out very early in the NES life, compared to, say, Batman Return of the Joker. You look at that and you're like, no, no, no. That is a Genesis title or something. You're having a laugh at me. But no, it's not. It's 8 glorious bits of kicking ass. Also one of my favorite Batman games. But Sunsoft was just magical. Almost done with this hideout. I think there's only a missile this way, but why not? You know, I definitely don't need it. Because I think even if I did, or even if I was able to get Victorian right now, which I probably could with glitches, pretty sure this is enough missiles to do away with Mother Brain. Maybe not Mother Brain and the Zebatites. I'd have to do some light Metroid farming after taking out the Zebatites. I see. I remember what I did. I should have gone right at that time. Should have, but didn't. Now that I've seen it, it's gonna mangle my OCD until I get it. But that's fine. We identified it, we know how to get it. This is the place, no. No, wait, this doesn't go any higher, does it? No, it doesn't. I'm right. Or my first instinct is right, rather. Oh, shit. I can't believe I'm about to tell myself to go down for one friggin' missile tank when I'm sure there's probably going to be one or more that I miss in Kraid's hideout. But here I am. Off I go! Maybe that's it. I just wanted to cleave up a few more multi-violas like space tomatoes. Nope, now we want to drop. And we'll get that stupid missile. And then we'll loop our way out again. And then we'll finally be out of here. Thankfully, the screw attack will make the endeavor much, much simpler than it could have been. Aw, crap, it's unless I fall here. You know what? Goodbye, missile tank. I'm not looping back again. You are unrequired. I swear you bitches should be dropping more, considering how much punishment you take. Even if I get no more canisters, the bonus I get from beating Kraid will put me well over what I need to finish Turian. Get out of my... Oh, yeah. Jump right into the drink. It looks like Kool-Aid. It's appetizing. Alien space Kool-Aid would be interesting, though. I wonder what their nonsense flavors would be. We've got, like, Sharkleberry Fin. They probably got some interesting words. None of which may be pronounceable by a human tongue, possibly. Alright, one more hideout. And missing one missile tank. Oh no, we're not getting 100%! If I were going for that, it would bother me. But I'm clearly not, so it doesn't. God, it's like I was in the friggin' core of the planet. You don't say. Oh, come on. Alright, the fuck out of here time. Almost out. This godforsaken hell sector. I really want to go back and pick that up, even though, one, I can't because it despawned, and two, I'm already full of ammo. I don't need it. I just like collecting things. Just keep going, just keep going. Yeah, right into the drink. That looks more like horchata than Kool-Aid. Or as I read in a recent meme, it was described as Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk. Which is pretty great, because Cinnamon Toast Crunch is great. And, you know, horchata is also great. If you drank it, you'd know. There! Finally back to nearly the surface, but not quite the surface. Brinstar is more of like the crust. We get to see the surface in Game 3 when we revisit this planet. Again, grabbing shit I don't need. The compulsion is hard to fight. Yet for some reason I'm ignoring light power-ups. There we go. See? One head. One head. First hideout. But as we saw, there was no trouble exterminating that second hideout. Except that one stupid missile that just didn't want to be mine. It's fine. We don't need him. In contrast to Ridley's Hideout, I think this is one of Nintendo's best musics. I could listen to this shit for hours. I often did when I was young. I would get to this sector and just put the controller down and listen to this while I drew. Man, I love this track. Yeah, I was just saying how good it was. Haven't heard a version of this that I don't like. No vegs? This is a million times better than Ridley's Hideout. You're damn right it is. Wait, no. You're trying to loot me around. I ain't having it. I am having that damage to the face, though. This is where the ceiling is, yeah? Yeah. You just smile politely at jumping physics and make your own. And I respect that. But I don't like you. Oh good, he despawned. What the hell is the point of this? Is this really a giant dead end? That doesn't feel right. Actually, it kind of does, considering which game this is. Yeah, I was like just here. Ow. Thought his blast radius was strong enough to get through that door, like everything else it seems. No. There has to be something here. I don't recall if I was actually... Maybe I will try this area. Aha! They just make shit look the same. Wait, no, this is the way I came. You know what? Fine. I am done exploring that dead end. Need to find one of the many energy tanks. Pretty sure this is just a missile tank. Still worth taking. I actually find this hideout as a whole way tougher than Ridley's too. So it's handy for me to do them out of order. Are you serious? You're just gonna leave me right back out? There you are. Violas. I think? Well, I guess we're gonna find out. We invested the missiles. Not that that's a big consequence. Aw! Just tank the damage. One of those need, don't need, because, you know, I've exceeded my maximum, but who's gonna turn down a free refill when you're at 50% of your overall health? No, that's going to lead us in the lava. Of course, you want me to go there, don't you? Oh wait, no, it is out, but I'm still gonna take damage. All right, I can't mid-air morph. That's... future Metroid games. More complicated Metroid games. Ow, my face. Or rather, the back of my head. Now, I think it's better to fall down through this side than it is to go down the middle. If my memory serves. Down we go. This better be the right choice. Muscle memory. No? It's one of you, isn't it? Okay, that's... You're somewhere. You might be in this hallway. There you are. I knew you were somewhere here. Just didn't know where. Just knew the wall chicken was here. Hello, fake Kraid. Die to one screw attack. I love how they recreate that in Super Metroid. Just outside actual Kraid's door. Of course, actual Kraid is a lot larger in Super than he is in this game. We'll say the Space Pirates gave him some enhancement. After Samus was here last time and caused problems. And we're gonna take another shortcut. Right to Kraid's front door. Doesn't get more convenient than that. You gonna try to get a cheap hit on me? Don't worry, Kraid will get all the cheap hits he needs. Except those he needs to actually beat me. The best part is, for the most part, the light damage I'm getting from the lava is largely being taken by the Varia and giving me iframes to not be hit by Kraid's crap when I'm jumping out of the lava. So I'm avoiding pretty much all the heavy damage that this fight has to offer me. course, Kraid also has a lot of hit points. And he is gonna die mad. Closing in on best ending time. Nice job so far. Oh, thank you. I actually wasn't aware. I thought for sure some of those donuts I took would have prevented me. Excellent. Oh yeah, we have so many missiles. And I'll just get that free refill. Thanks. And now, on to Turian. So many things. This is the part that I was talking about earlier when I was in Norfair, where you need to shoot the disappearing blocks and go up with it. Good. I planned that. I wanted it to happen! So much that it happened twice. Boy, I can't wait for the space jump to become part of my kit. Oh man, come on! I hate these godless things! Ooh. Okay, that was almost tragic. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh, ooh. Please just be the way out. Please just be a way out. I don't want to deal with them anymore. Oh hey, you're giving me something. You know what? I'll take those missiles. It's not the way out, is it? No, of course it's not. Ow. Ah, solid blocks. Now don't slip. There. Now let's just kindly get the hell out of here. Do I have to climb higher? That's not a total end of the game, what? No, that's as high as we can go. Okay. Okay. I was mixing up Super Metroid time. I was thinking in under 3 hours. Ah! First game was under 1 hour. Yeah, we're not doing that. We're not landing that, unfortunately. One hour? That still feels really steep for the first one. Under 3 hours still feels right, but maybe that's because I've spent too much time with all the Metroid games. They're all just smooshing together into one game. It's been happening over the course of the stream, so why not? Bitch. So glad in future titles that doesn't happen. Alright, out. Blessed direction out. There! Now! Now on to Turian. I can't remember the last time I actually consciously tried for best time on this particular Metroid. Some games like Zero Mission, it's consistently at the forefront of my mind how fast I'm being. But in many Metroid games, I just don't give a shit. I play to just have a space adventure, enjoy myself, beat it, and that's great. Then there's Zero Mission. When I'm playing Super Metroid, I often flip-flop between speed and enjoyment. Up the long corridor. Okay, 230s are max. That's still not bad. Not bad at all. That means I miss 2, 4, 5 takes, I think? Something like that. But before we go to Turian, we are not... But this has New Game Plus, right? Don't you keep everything on the second playthrough? You do, actually. Justin Bailey was the password to put in if that's what you wanted from the beginning. And a different outfit, too. But you're right, that's what it does. And it's not like I'm only going to be playing games once for the channel. Some games, they just don't end. Hello, Ice Beam. I'm back, just like I promised. Okay, now, actually on the way to Turian for like the 6th fucking time. Well, hey, at least this time I got the high jump boots, so getting out of here I don't have to depend on a magical spawning block. We can just go. We can go anywhere. Sorry, pal, you ain't going nowhere. The greatest beam has been obtained. The galaxy is at peace. Well, a lot of Metroids are about to be put to peace, that's for sure. I've forgotten to go back for the ice beam a couple of times before going to Turian. It's always an immediate, like, you get there, and you're like, yeah, I'm totally ready. And then you start trying to fight the Metroids, and it's just like, oh no! Usually followed by, oh god, get it off me! Panic scrambling back up the shaft. You ain't stopping me, you whatsits. I don't remember those things' names. Here we go. End game. Alright, you can be lazy while I deal with the other one. Love the strength of those Metroid power-ups. Whoa! They make farming in Turian not such an unpleasant experience. And yeah, sometimes you might need to farm here. Like, what if you died here? And then you had to refill those energy tanks. That's no picnic in anywhere else. Just like I was saying at the start of the stream. Or, you know, if you spend a lot of missiles against Mother Brain's opening defenses, the Zebatites. They're pillars that give her her life force. At least that's the manual says. Bunch up. Aw. Thought I was gonna get you both as a twofer, but that's okay. You can just stay up there, pal. I don't actually need to kill you. Rinkas. Those stupid glowing donuts. Rinkas. Bane of every player who's gotten to Mother Brain's existence. You'll understand why very shortly. Because if you think they're a menace when you're just trying to navigate and fight Metroids, wait until you have to manage a boss. Who largely sits there, let's be fair. Look out for the killer SpaghettiOs. Yeah, sons of bitches. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. That totally should have been a twofer. Alright, so first I'm actually going to wipe out the Zibatites, then I'm going to come back to that corridor and replenish my missiles a bit. I'll just grab a quick couple, just to be safe. I'm pretty confident I actually don't need to, but it feels necessary. 'Cause I know I'm about to take a bunch of real ugly hits trying to balance the SpaghettiOs against landing the Mother Brain hits. And getting that health is going to make me need more missiles. Ah! That was a proper twofer. Excellent. I was starting to think maybe that was something that was taken out. Come on, give me a missile. Perfect. That'll be just fine, I believe. That glitch still exists in this version. Where you can, like, despawn a dying Mother Brain and respawn it back in, and she's all white and weird because it's not loaded correctly. I hate that they regenerate. I hate these lava pits. I hate these cannons. I hate the SpaghettiOs. No! Oh, I should have frozen some Rinkas. Yeah, okay. See, originally... Well, maybe still here. I just didn't do it right, I guess. I suppose I could rewind and try again, but it's not that important. You can despawn the Mother Brain as she's dying, and then, like, leave the room and come back, and she'll respawn, and you'll have to kill her again, and her graphics won't be loaded in correctly. It's fun. but I needed to leave myself a platform to be able to do that proper, and I didn't. Nothing to it. Plenty of time to screw around and figure stuff out. Love that there is a turret firing into Mother Brain's glass tube. Yeah, she's not really great at planning, is she? Pray for a true peace in space. But we still got a good ending. Not the best one, but still a good one. That's not bad. She needs to fire that engineer. I'm pretty sure that engineer is long dead by now. And if he's not, then he's going to be when the bomb goes off. Of course, he could have been dead ages ago. He was already punished. But, you know, she's immobile. She can't really do very much. Well, she could order another engineer to stop pointing guns at her. Converted by... Pan! Yep, you got it with 13 minutes to spare. Oh, hell yeah! The end. That looks like the end that you get at the end of Kid Icarus. There's a similar font. I could also be totally full of shit and remembering this wrong. It could also be because Metroid's built on the same engine as Kid Icarus, and there was some spillover. Regardless, that is Metroid 1, and looking at the time, yeah, it's time to get a little bit of food into my face, so I'm going to take a quick lunch break, and then we will be right back continuing the Metroid saga with Metroid 2. Stay tuned. Over 30 hours and 5 minutes. The real accomplishment is getting the worst ending. 30 hours and 5 minutes. Wow, there's an ending for 30 hours? Hell! I didn't even know that was possible. Now I'm curious. Maybe another time. But I'm going to take a quick lunch break, and then we're going to be right back with the next game in the Metroid series. See you soon, guys. Where is that? There it is.